But why has Jay-Z been coming up with you lately?
Because he's a monster.
Sit back.
He's a monster. And I've known he's a monster for years.
Mm-hmm.
I waited a long time to see if he would grow a conscience. And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in a catatonic.
No.
Hardly nobody knows. But I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs.
As a longtime real estate executive for Christian Wakefield, one had the foresight years ago.
On iValue, everyone, or simply put, billions of people across the globe adore and cherish Beyoncé and Jay-Z as a couple. The two are considered one of the most powerful couples in the world and the most powerful couple in music. Together, they are worth over $1 billion. And they've also created the most powerful babies in the world, the oldest being in Blue Ivy. Because of the popularity of their marriage, eyes are constantly on them. So rumors that they are headed for divorce, which started around the beginning of their 2014 tour, have received a considerable amount of attention. Behind the flashes of the camera, the glam, and the designer clothes, all is not rosy for the Carters. In the recent past, a handful of celebrities, including those close to the couple, have accused Jay of controlling Queen Bee by giving her drugs. But just how true is that? And who are some of the people who have openly called out the Roc Nation founder? Stick around to find out. The first person who is known for calling and saying it is your favorite rapper and actor, 50 Cent.
If this person's hot for a moment, and you go make a record with the guy when he's hot, and then you go over here and you make a record with this guy when he's hot, and then you make a record right here with this guy when he's hot, you have to sustain being hot enough yourself for them to want to make that record. Right? And then while you're doing that, in the end, when you're hot and those guys mean nothing.
Yes.
You don't see that shit happening?
Sure. Grab.
Fuck that.
And go.
You can't take that from that nigga, man. Jay do what he wanted to. Like, I think you look at them like they just stupid. You know, over here you can rap, but that's it. You just, other than that, you just a stupid nigga.
50 Cent has spoken out about the allegations that Beyoncé is one of the many musicians who have been controlled by Jay-Z. The MC went on to say that Jay-Z only uses musicians while they are popular and fires them once their popularity wanes or they become cold. Followers are curious as to whether or not these artists will ever publicly accuse Jay-Z of similar misconduct. On the other hand, the candy shop rapper thinks Jay-Z is using his wife Beyoncé for financial gain, and he does that by keeping her under drugs all the time. 50 Cent talked about his beef with Jay in an interview on SiriusXM's Shade 45 radio station. You need someone to work off? Everybody does, wherever you're at. It doesn't always have to be negative. I'm happy where I'm at, so why wouldn't I be happy where he is? The rapper said. 50 then noted that Jay's fortunes improved after he wed Beyoncé. When he signed the Beyoncé contract and was like, yeah, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. That stuff is a tough one to beat. I can't really get with it. When she started doing that, I was like, goddamn, he done went and got breasts. Uncle Fifth believes Jay controls Queen Bee because he once sent the Hello hitmaker to attack him.
They got all the motherfucking trophies, man. That's because he signed that contract.
What contract?
The one with Beyonce.
The Beyonce done ran down on you once, Fifth. Come on.
She did worse. She jumped off the thing, off the ledge. I was like, oh shit, I didn't really know what to do. Envy, look.
Beyonce jumped down on you.
She jumped down. Oh, she was like on a windowsill.
Right.
We was in Vegas. She said, come on, I'm talking to her. She jumped down. She was like, duh, duh, duh. And I'm like, wait, what is you doing? That stuff, that's me and Jay-Z stuff. This ain't got nothing to do with you, girl. Don't come
So Hov wasn't there?
I'm talking to Jay.
You talking to Jay.
As soon as I talked to Jay, she jumped down, came over. I said, oh shit, look at this.
You lucky Solange wasn't there.
Yeah, you lucky Solange wasn't
Solange was there. I would have had to reboot.
The Sasha Fierce singer allegedly tracked down the 50 and challenged him to a fight at Las Vegas's Cosmopolitan, according to the rapper's recollection on Power 105.1 some years back. One time, Beyoncé jumped off of a ledge and came running over cause she thought me and Jay had issues. The ex-boyfriend of Chelsea Handler said, and I'm like, what the heck? Did she really just jump and run up on me like that? While the In That Club singer did not specify what Beyoncé believed he had a problem with Jay, he did suggest she was confrontational. She jumped out, and I was like this, what? That Bonnie and Clyde? For real. You try this or what, boy? I'm here. She bugged out at me, he added. I looked, and Jay starts laughing. He's like, yo, you know what it is. He went on to explain the whole incident, saying, I was like, oh shoot. I didn't really know what to do, he said. It was one of those situations where you were like, whoa, if you say this to Jay, he'll look at you and go, nah, that happened. Beyoncé's alleged charge at 50 Cent has led many of her fans to conclude that she is completely controlled by Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z controls Beyoncé. She does whatever he says, and he probably putting his hands on her. But that's just my opinion, one fan said. Another fan responded, Beyoncé and Jay-Z are the most self-obsessed people on this planet. I don't know how people like them. Money controls them down to the core, man. Well, neither 50 Cent nor the fans are the only ones who believe Jay-Z has his grip on his wife. Even Queen Bee's own mother believes that too. The singer's mother, Tina Knowles, made headlines a few years ago when she accused Jay-Z of mistreating her daughter. Beyoncé's parents are very worried about her, and they don't like the way Jay-Z treats their daughter. Beyoncé's mother clearly cares deeply about his daughter, as evidenced by his extreme distress upon learning of her recent difficulties. Beyoncé's mother appears to agree with the speculation that Jay-Z may be to blame for her daughter's drug abuse, although the full story has yet to be revealed. Some have speculated that the Blueprint rapper has been using substance abuse as a means of maintaining power over Beyoncé, and the singer's mother has even accused him of this. Tina Knowles is not just a member of the famous family, but she's also renowned in her own right as an activist, philanthropist, art collector, fashion designer, and social media influencer. However, upon discovering the extent of Jay-Z's control over her beloved daughter, she is said to be deeply concerned. As a result of learning how Jay-Z manipulates his daughter, however, Tina is reportedly feeling anxious. Beyoncé's struggles with substance abuse are no secret in the music business. Allegedly, her addiction problems surfaced during her time with musician Jay-Z and worsened after the couple tied the knot. Beyoncé's mother, Tina, reportedly was not enthusiastic about their wedding, and it seems her reservations were well-founded. Some people think Jay-Z sends a bad message to young, impressionable people by praising drug use and the illegal drug trade in his music. Tina Knowles' distress over Jay-Z's behavior toward her daughter is understandable. Adding to the mystery is the fact that Jay-Z has reportedly clashed with multiple members of the Knowles family in the past. So, who else in the famous family thinks Jay is up to no good with their daughter? How about Beyoncé's sister, Solange?
Beyonce, Jay, Solange.
Beyoncé's disregard for Solange, which led to the end of their relationship, prompted Solange to finally speak out. It now seems unlikely that her sister was the scheme's lone mastermind. Solange isn't afraid to expose her brother-in-law Jay-Z for cutting her off if it will help her sister Beyoncé. The two famous sisters are blood-related, but you wouldn't know it from their distant demeanor. Many people say that the tension between Solange and Beyoncé has been building since the Grammys. When her new album, Renaissance, won the award for Best Dance Electronic Music Album, she thanked everyone, especially her family, for their support. They paid tribute to her late Uncle Johnny, a major creative influence on her album Renaissance. She also specifically acknowledged the LGBTQ community, praising them for their role in creating the genre of dance music that she honors in her album.
I'd like to thank my Uncle Johnny, who's not here.
However, Solange was noticeably omitted from the appreciation speech. Since Solange looks up to Queen Bee as a role model, this naturally piqued the interest of their fans. She had endless admiration for her siblings' accomplishments in the arts. The two musicians' shared upbringing inevitably bonded them as they matured. There is no question in her mind that she would take a bullet for her. Here we are at that time. Solange has finally spoken out and revealed the truth about Jay-Z's dominance in Beyoncé's life. The reality of Queen Bee's reign is revealed, and it's not all glitz and glamour. And if anyone is going to spill the beans, it will be Solange. Beyoncé is deaf to advice when it comes to her marriage, all thanks to Jay's control of her. That she and Solange are barely corresponding is a common rumor. She thinks he controls everything about Beyoncé, including her wardrobe, music, and fans. The feeling that Jay-Z is looking out for her means that Beyoncé feels she has no choice but to go along with his every suggestion. Thus, if Jay-Z wishes for her to be removed from his wife's life, she is no longer in it. In addition to many others, Solange has opened up about the darkness in Beyoncé's life. Her former bodyguard exposed how dangerous her situation really is. Beyoncé and Jay-Z don't seem to be crazy about each other, and that's probably because they're not. The former bodyguard claims that the relationship between the two is purely contractual, and Solange agrees.
Anybody to stay on the top. So remember, your relationship was a business relationship.
Everyone remembers the unforgettable elevator scene. During the after-party for the 2014 Met Gala, Beyoncé witnessed a fight between Solange and Jay-Z in an elevator, caught on camera. A man in a security uniform tries to hold Solange back as she yells at the rapper and then viciously beats and kicks him. Beyoncé tried to separate her husband and sister at one point, but the footage still went viral. The three of them released a statement 10 days after the incident, addressing the drama, though it sounded a little strange to us. Families have problems, but this was unprecedented. For several years, it was the only topic of conversation. The rapper avoided the issue by saying that the fight was short and that they got along fine afterward. He said their friendship was one of the best he's ever had. One of us was wrong, but that's all. We were cool before and after that. Indeed, she is my sibling. It's my sister, not my sister-in-law. What he had to say was, it's unclear whether his feelings for Solange are sincere or whether he's just trying to hide the animosity between them to prevent theirs from being seen as a dysfunctional family. Inexplicably, Beyoncé and Jay-Z posed for a photo next to an elevator on their way to a party celebrating the singer's new album, only 8 years after the rapper's major dispute with Solange. The photo, which depicts the married couple looking glum as they pose in front of an elevator, was taken at her Renaissance event, held at the Times Square Hotel. Solange clearly has a deep-seated animosity toward her brother-in-law. Good thing for her, Solange also has the support of her famous father, Matthew Knowles. Matthew is another person who thinks Jay-Z's main reason for marrying his daughter Beyoncé was to take advantage of her.
So proud of you.
It's easy to see why Jay-Z's treatment of Beyoncé has caused so much ire from Beyoncé's father. He can't stand the thought of what's happening to his daughter, who he adores. Matthew Knowles has claimed that Jay keeps Beyoncé on drugs to keep her submissive to him. Those of you who don't believe us should watch this video.
See, hardly nobody knows. But I say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She been on them for a long time.
Many people believe Matthew is referring to Jay-Z when he mentions you here. After all, it's difficult to credit the you to anyone else. This would not be the first time Beyoncé has been linked to narcotics. Footage of Beyoncé getting incredibly high in public has emerged online in a surprising revelation. Did Jay-Z get her high again this time? Make your own decision. Although the couple has shown remarkable resilience through these setbacks, the claim that Jay-Z exerts undue influence over Beyoncé persists. Others have theorized that because Jay-Z handled Beyoncé at the beginning of her career, he still has a significant influence on her actions and career. In contrast, the couple has always denied the allegations and insisted that both partners were equally responsible for their actions in the relationship and in the business decisions they made together. And on that note, we'll see you next time.